what you gave me I have hanging in my office at home. I framed it. I'm going to save it my whole lifetime. 2 things you got. And the little birdhouse is hanging outside the house.
Still have it.
I still have it. You think you'd like to go down and talk to City Council? We'll talk about that today.
Students from Cherokee Point Elementary School in City Heights asked local leaders questions about what can be done for people in need. Next week, Cherokee Point Elementary students will speak before the San Diego City Council to share their ideas on improving the situation.
I have worked with youth in City Heights for 16 years, and I have told them that entire time, City Heights has the power to change the world because the whole world lives there. It is one of the most diverse communities in the entire United States of America. It's about 1.5% of the geography of the city of San Diego. It's a tiny little postage stamp. It is 15% of violent crime, 25% of murder, and the highest domestic violence in the city of San Diego.
Trauma-informed means that all the teachers, the principal, all the people that work with students have to understand that students come to us with some sort of trauma. So when the students come to the school and they're not feeling well or they're acting out, it's not about go to Mr. Higa. It's about what is happening with you, what can I do to help you. We lead with compassion.
Understanding the whole child, where they're coming from, how we treat students with respect is the trauma-informed philosophy. It's about relating to the students and really opening your heart.
I grew up in a domestic violence family. I remember at 2 years old when my father didn't like the food my mom cooked for him. I remember him throwing it against the wall and pushing her against the wall. What trauma does, it affects your brain. So it stays with you for a long time. So we have a program here where parents can learn more about trauma-informed. You can go to training, you can go to counseling. It's all free.
Administrators and people that ask, how do you do this? I can say you need to lead with compassion.
Are you enjoying school?
Yes.
Oh, good.
But it takes more than just saying the word compassion. It takes a team, a huge team.
I think that the thrilling part about what we're doing now at Cherokee Point is that we're not each individual domain acting in isolation, but that we really are connecting every single one of those dots, and we are interconnected. So we're looking at access to health care, school climate, early intervention and prevention, and restorative practice as a unit, as a whole, rather than as separate.
I think it's really exciting to have this kind of school, university, community collaboration. We have this mixture of people from criminal justice, nursing, police, probation, university professors, all working together. We have about 30 undergraduate and graduate students who major in child and family development, and they work at Cherokee Point, and they're helping to support the teachers in the classroom, particularly in the pre-K and kindergarten classes. They work with the parent leaders and they work with the youth leaders as well. Principal, he has always been advocating for community involvement in his school. So it makes it a place where families want to go. They have coffee and get together, and it's just a very nice, safe, welcoming school. And that's so critical for treating trauma, creating safety, building relationships, and having collaborative efforts all working together for the same goals.
Restorative justice really at its core is about looking at difficulties not so much as an opportunity to separate the good guys from the bad guys, but as an opportunity for healing, to look more deeply into the causes as well as the consequences of wrongdoing and intervene in a way that can make those consequences learning opportunities.
We changed suspension policies already, that we're not going to suspend. We had 0 suspensions last year. Nobody was suspended.
A key ingredient of what we do at Cherokee Point is working with the teachers on how to deal with children who have experienced trauma and who might be acting out or failing to thrive as a result of living with trauma.
I was one of those teachers who was hardcore discipline. I used to make a lot of referrals. I had a stack of referral notes in my desk for just, for kids who I just believed were just disturbed and needed to be out of my classroom because they were preventing me from teaching. If somebody came to me several years ago and tried to convince me otherwise, I would probably just say, you don't know what you're talking about. I mean, it's a paradigm shift. It's a way of looking at things differently, going from how can I stop the behavior to what's going on in their lives.
You have to care about your students just as if they were your own children.
What if that was your kid getting in trouble? Then would you want the school to help them?
We have many homeless students. Most of our students are English learners, and many of our students have one parent in jail.
You're sharing a top bunk with 3 people. How well can you be sleeping? These are problems we don't think about. Let's help change the behavior instead of just punishing for the behavior.
We practice restorative justice here, where the victim and the victimizer talk to each other and share their feelings and really express to each other how they feel about what has just happened and really find a way to work through it. Really teaching them to be resilient to the challenges that come at them, because they do come at them every day.
Are you guys friends?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, you have to remember, friends don't fight. Friends are nice to each other, right?
Yeah, okay. Okay.
Instead of continuing to get in trouble and ending up in our jail systems, they know how to deal with the controversy in their life. The most important thing that we can do if we're implementing a trauma-informed system is sit and talk to the children. Just listening to them and seeing what they have to say. Just that first step will make a big difference. Instead of asking students what's wrong with you, we need to ask our students what's happened to you.
Compassion is a quality that teachers absolutely need to have, and in a school environment, it really goes a long way in helping students become not only better students, but more caring and compassionate people themselves.
Creating a compassionate school, trauma-informed community school, to me, it's the model of wrapping around the needs of the community, and that's done in a plethora of ways. There's the backpack program. 100 students go with a backpack of food every weekend. There's breakfast in the classroom for all students. It's 100% free and reduced lunch school. So they get fed twice a day. If children need shoes, there's a partnership with Payless. There's lots of new shoes available. There's a food pantry at the school. It is a whole child holistic model for the well-being and health of students.
If there's a need on Mr. Higa's campus, he's going to look for a partner that can meet that need for his children and for his families. If you meet the needs of the family's going to meet the needs of the student.
When he first started at the school, he visited literally every family, got to know them, saw them in the home. And again, that's important for understanding what the families are dealing with and what kind of community he's working in. And so a lot of our focus has been on supporting the parents.
What better way to enhance parental involvement than create the opportunity or access to leadership?
What happens in our neighborhoods has an immense impact on the broad scope of life.
Welcome everybody coming in. Please have a seat. Our parent leaders are going to lead the workshop today.
Y al principio la palabra líder suena como que da miedo. Pero no, realmente pues ser líder para mí pues es trabajar en equipo.
Lo que aprendes aquí es algo que toda la vida te va a servir.
Parent leaders, Superintendent Martin would like a picture with you. Parent leaders. This is the beginning.
Sustainability is always on our minds. Part of the reason that we're at Cherokee Point is we're working with elementary age students with the full intention of escorting them onto middle school and onto high school and stick with kids and families through the progression.
I'm incredibly excited and honored to be here. We're expanding our youth leadership out of Cherokee Point Elementary, and with Mr. Dennison and also Mr. Dave Downey, the principal here, they've allowed us to come in, and this Thursday we start a restorative justice social leadership club here with 6th, 7th, and 8th graders, many of whom we've worked with in Cherokee Point Elementary. So we have a continuum from ages 8 through 8th grade.
When we look at some of the work that Dana Brown is doing with youth leadership, it's not just what happens on school campus.
Look into their hearts. Look into their eyes, okay?
Hey, you.
I feel excited because we're going to be the next generation of leaders.
I'm going to go speak to a lot of people and show them that we're the youth leader kids of Cherokee Point.
I feel proud of myself because this is an honor.
Trauma-informed community beyond City Heights.
That's great. You're going to be a politician. You're going to have your
Was it fun?
Not one of us can do everything, but all of us together can. I do think that that is what's making a huge difference, is that we're all connected. The teachers are understanding what the therapists are doing. The therapists understand what the youth leadership is doing, and the parents, they're having their own personal realizations.
Entonces, yo ahora el futuro pues lo veo brillante, como una luz.
Pero siempre traemos cargando algo. Por eso es muy importante estar informado sobre el trauma.
Si yo recibo algo, yo trato de darlo para atrás. Entonces yo he recibido mucho de esta escuela. Mis hijos reciben mucho de esta escuela. Entonces, pues, ¿por qué no? Yo dar lo que he aprendido. Y mucho de lo que he aprendido es el tener corazón.
There are many opportunities for schools to receive funding, to change the culture of the school, to make the school better, to create a trauma-informed school. I see you smiling again. All right. I'm hoping that this movement will spread like wildfire, and I know that this is the right way to go. This is absolutely the right way to go.
Change is upon us. We all have power. Is it to be used to help or harm?